Hello everyone and welcome to day 13 of our 15-day Executive Factory coaching program. I'm Lloyd Ross and I'm back, and I hope you enjoyed Fraser Brooks on day 11. He's amazing, right? The core activities were amazing, so that's what you have to do day in, day out, to go quick and make this income work for you. And then I hope you enjoyed day 12 with Julie, because day 12 is so important because it's with all the white noise around in the world, it's really hard sometimes to focus on what you need to be doing. So it's really important that you implement Fraser's stuff daily, but then every single week you fill out the Leader in Action formula or checklist on page 17 of the workbook, because it just looks, it's just so simple. It's like, this week, did I enroll someone? Yes or no? Next week, did I enroll someone? Yes or no? It's nice and simple, number of enrollments, and then did I rank advance anyone this month, okay? And then did I grow my cycles, and am I paid as an executive or paid as a director? So those 4 key items of the Leader in Action checklist is how we're going to track, it's how we track everyone's daily activity using Fraser's 10 core activities, and we use the pages in the workbook to do that. But we also track everyone's monthly performance, okay, towards their goals by the Leader in Action formula. And that's how we help them to earn more bonuses, earn more money, build their business. And Isagenix has got that 4 key metric thing in place, so it keeps you on track and it keeps the main thing. So Fraser's training, okay, and Julie's training, those 2 last videos from the last 2 days are like so important. We can talk about ranks and money, but unless you do those 2 pieces of training and you track your actual activity, okay, and you try and block out everything else, then unless you're doing that, you're not going to be successful. So I really love those 2 videos, and that's what we use. We use those 2 sheets in the workbook to track what's happening, okay? So if your coach, your goals, and your coach is asking you to track your core activities, okay, with numbers, and track your Leader in Action formula, the reason they're doing that is because that's what's going to keep you on track, okay? You can do all these Facebook Lives, you can do all these sexy things, and you can get technical, but at the end of the day, if you just have those 2 pieces of paper and you're just putting numbers in there and based on your activity from your list and doing the do, you're going to kill it. You're going to smash past everyone, okay? So keep the main thing. So I hope you enjoyed those 2 last videos and last days. So day 13 is really about books, okay? So I did a poll the other day in our Executive Factory, and I said in the poll, like, who has read Fraser Brooks's I Dare You book? It's been out now for a few weeks, and I was actually surprised to see that around about, I think out of 40 people that answered that poll, about 2/3 hadn't read it. And what's really interesting about that is that the only way to learn more is to actually sit down and read and then implement. So what we thought we would do, just to make it really clear for everyone and give everyone clarity, there's so much stuff out there. We've just decided to put 3 books, the 3 best books we feel that you should read to help you on this journey, okay? There are more out there, and you definitely can read them. If you want more, let me know, but these 3 core books are going to teach you the best parts of network marketing, okay? So if you go to page 18 in your workbook, the 3 core books are, the first one you should read is Go Pro, okay? By Eric Worre. Go Pro. That's Eric Worre there, you can see him, right, in the pink jacket. Eric, it's us with Eric Worre, okay? Now, funny story. We used the product for about 6 months. Didn't know there was a really huge income opportunity behind this. Brooke, we had a coffee catch up. There's a secret. Coffee catch up with Andrew, who's Brooke's upline. She set up a coffee catch up in Main Beach with us. We sat with Andrew, and I was being a bit cheeky, I wasn't giving network marketing the respect that it deserved, because I didn't understand it, and I thought you couldn't make any income. And I remember him saying to me, mate, I made $8,000 last week. And I was like, oh my God, okay, you have my attention. What do I need to do to earn what you earn? Okay, I'm smart enough and humble enough to say to someone who has what I want, to say, what do I need to do? Coach me, teach me, and I'll do it. And that's what I'm like. So I said to Andrew, what do I need to do? And he said, well, you need to come to this event in Brisbane called ICU. I'm like, okay. And I had expectations that the event would be like so boring and PowerPoint presentations and old people and weird. I just had these expectations. It wasn't good. So Alicia and I took our weekend off, our precious weekend, and we went with Brooke and Andrew to ICU in Brisbane. And we walked in the doors and just totally blown away. I'm going to talk more about events on the last day, but it just blew me away. This young guy's making 30, 40, 50,000 a month, and I was like, geez, like how amazing is it? So that excited us and it painted the vision for us. And then we flew to Perth. It cost us about $1,000, I think, to fly there and get our tickets and stuff. And I remember going into this UIA event, and after seeing David Wood, and if you haven't been to a UIA event, UIA with David Wood, go as soon as possible. Just go, okay? That changed it for us. When we left that event, we just exploded. We're just like, we're all in, we're doing this, and it just made sense. But at that event, I remember seeing on the table, as I walked in the front doors on the left, there's like a row of books there. And I've always been curious to learn, okay? So I was like, if I'm going to do this network marketing thing, or we're going to do this network marketing thing, I need to learn how to do this. I'm like, I have no idea. Like, I'm so new. So I saw this book laying there and it says Go Pro, okay? Now, I'm going to grab one actually. I'm still here. Go Pro. I don't think we have any. Anyways, I think, where is it? It's in the other cupboard. Don't worry. It's on the booklet. At least you can get it. Okay, I'm going to show you what it looks like. But, there she goes. So, when I grabbed this book, I bought it. Okay, it was like, I think it was like $15 or something there. But I knew if I bought it, that it would, here we go. Ooh. That's the phone charger there, she just tripped on. So this is, happens to the best of us, this is GoPro, okay? That's it. That's Eric Worre there. He wrote that book. And it's the 7 steps of becoming a professional network marketer. Now, the reason I'm telling you this story is because when I bought this book, okay, I read it on the plane ride back from Perth, and I finished it on a 4-hour plane ride from Perth. I went like this. Okay, cool, makes sense. I'm gonna go and do that now. So I then went and implemented it, okay? And I was really bad. Like, I was bad. I was okay with being bad. Like, I don't know why I'm like that, but I am. I can get ready, I can fire, and then I can aim. I'm so good at actually going out to make mistakes. I'm just really good at that. I just have never had a problem with making errors, because I don't know, I just feel like human beings are just the only way you learn, right? So I remember getting this book, reading it, learning from what the 7 steps are, and then going and implementing it. And then obviously as I did it more and more and more, I became better. So if you haven't got GoPro, there's a link in the workbook, and it's networkmarketingpro.com. Go there. I think Eric Worre gives you a free copy plus shipping. Just get it, read it, learn the 7 steps and skills of setting appointments and following up and inviting and presenting. That's just all the stuff you need to learn. Like, that's how you learn it. So read it and then go and implement it. Okay, read it again, implement it. That's the first book I recommend you to read. That's so important. Okay, so you've got the link in your workbook. You know how to find it. Get that one. The second one is I Dare You. Okay, now that book, thankfully, it's not in the cover because Alicia got it too. I'll show you what a copy of that looks like. This is from our mate Fraser Brooks. And this is what the book looks like. Now, there's a link that says fraserbrooks.com/book in your workbook. Click on it and book. This is also free plus shipping, I think. He's just like, it's $14 or something. It's so amazing, some of the stuff. And it tells you how to make offers online. It tells you how to connect online. It tells you, this is how you do network marketing. This is how you do it. This is the principles. This will never change. This is how you do, this is actually how you do sales, by the way. This is actually a really good sales book. This is just how you do it. It's amazing. This is how you do that, but online. We're online now. It's like 2019, so that is an amazing book. And if you get, if you're special, you get one signed, right, by Fraser. So if you're in our team, you might win one of these. We do a prize, right? So that's an amazing book too. So that's what I would suggest you read next. Okay, it's going to teach you how to just release from the outcome. And if you're doing any of Fraser Brooks' 15-day challenges that we actually run in the Executive Factory to get people in action and making sure they're doing the do. That's a really good one to read while you're doing it, okay? Also, read that on a plane flight, okay? So use your spare time to read books. There's a lot of people, in our team haven't read this yet, so you get your hands on it, and it's really good. This is how we're learning. If you see me post stuff in the Executive Factory, and it looks really cool, and it looks really smart, and it looks, oh my God, this is amazing, Lloyd's so good, I'm really not that good, I've just copied other people. I've got cool stuff out of there. I've got cool stuff out of there. I don't invent stuff. It's done already. I'm not special. I just take the time to read and I take the time to implement. it's not like it's the Bible. It's just 2 little books. Okay? Second one is that, I dare you. Third one, okay? We don't have a copy of this. I used to have a copy here. But it's in your workbook, and it's called The Business of the 21st Century by Robert Kiyosaki, arguably the best author in financial intelligence books of all time. He's the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and The Business of the 21st Century. Business of 21st Century. Read that book, because in that book he explains that if he had to start again, and he believes the best business to get into is network marketing. And now this is the man who's a legitimate big-time entrepreneur, legitimate, and is like famous. And he's telling us to get into network marketing. Like, if you don't have belief in this industry, read that book. He even says, have a job, do network marketing on the side as a side hustle, invest the extra money into real estate. Work, side hustle, real estate. He lays it out. It's the best financial plan ever. That's what we have done. We've built that based on that book. So if you're wondering whether network marketing is the right vehicle, is this the right thing? Is that the right thing? Is this or that? I'm telling you, like, I've seen a lot of stuff, okay? I know it's the right thing, okay? I've studied a lot, read a lot of books, been around, like, I know. So that book is amazing. So they're the 3 books that you just would, if you really want to do this and you're serious about it, read the books. Read them, get them. Like, there's people in our team and I say, read that book, and they read it instantly and they say, I read the book, it's amazing, what do I do next? Those are the people I love working with. They want it, right? It's just like that. There's a girl on our team, Marlene, woman, she's amazing, okay? Marlene, the mother. Like, I've said to her in the past, like, here, read this book, and she goes and buys it that day. Like, I've seen her, like, the next minute, buy it on Amazon and send me a message, I've got it. So that's what you want to be like. You want to be like hungry to learn and then implement. That's what's going to make you successful in this, right? So books, you don't have to read a lot, but at least read these ones, okay? I want to make sure you guys have the best 3 books to start with. So the task for today is to actually go on and order GoPro, okay? Just go and order it. Just go to that link now, task, order GoPro, okay? And then read that, and then at least you know what's coming next after you finish it, right? So go read it, then implement, and make a mess like I did. It's the only way you can learn, okay? That's day 13. Tomorrow is actually day 14, and it's not me again. It is the amazing Kathy Kuba. She's one of the owners of Isagenix. She's an amazing builder of network marketing companies and, of course, in the field. And she's going to actually go through a video we've pulled for you to go through, which actually summarizes all of the things so far that we've discussed. So I really want you to jump into that video. It's the second last day. It's day 14. Then I'll be back for day 15 to talk to you about events and wrapping up. Okay, so I'll see you guys at day 15.